to the fourth episode of the Mud Brothers podcast. Hey, we got a special guest that I'm sure everybody in West Tennessee and abroad know. We got the famous artist, tattoo artist, Mario Allen Hill, as our special guest today.
Hello, everyone.
What it do, my brother?
This your boy, Mr. Tiny Man, and my guy King Chevy. And we're gonna let Mario, give a little backstory on, his upbringing and his tattoo art.
Well, this is how it started. Back in 2000, I was at work, and a partner of mine told me, he was like, "Hey, you ever thought about tattooing?" And I was like, I don't know. I was scared to mess with people's skin because it's totally different from drawing and airbrush.
Yeah.
So he was telling me about these three Mexican guys that was from Florida. That was at the Jackson Doubletree by Kmart. Used to be
the Doubletree,
yeah.
The hotel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I went there, and the guy gave me a tattoo machine already put together in orange. He told me to draw the first thing that come to my mind. So I started drawing, I think it was Daffy Duck. And he stopped me. He was like, "Have you ever done this before?" I said, "No." I said, "The only thing I used to do was cutting hair and drawing and airbrushing."
You still cut hair?
No, I stopped. I was trying to do that and the airbrushing at one time together, but
yeah,
it was too much.
Okay.
So he told me if I'm interested, he said he wanted me to come every day after work. So I go there after work every day for about 4 weeks.
Okay.
So then, I got more into it and started, watching videos on YouTube about it. And,
YouTube teach you everything.
Man, hey,
how to build a bomb. Everything.
When I was watching the video though back then,
yeah.
It really wasn't teaching them. It was just more like, you seeing a guy do it like in a time lapse, or
yeah.
They might show you how they putting the stuff on, but nothing like telling you exactly what to do.
Okay.
So because in that field, it's like a person can teach you, but when you want to create,
you gotta be more hands-on.
yeah, and that's when your drawings and the time you airbrushing and mixing colors, that's what helped me in the long run.
How your first tattoo turned out, though?
Oh man, first tattoo, y'all wouldn't believe it, but I did a portrait on one of my friends down here.
Yeah.
And it came out pretty good. For me not to know what needle groupings to use,
yeah.
It came out pretty good. I gotta admit.
So he was open to let you be the first.
Let
him be the first.
It was she.
Guinea pig.
Yeah, that's wild.
She, yeah. But I fixed it all the way right, I think, 7 years ago.
Oh, okay.
It's all the way right now.
Oh, so you went in for your rebound.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Did you charge it, or you on the house?
I did that. I just did that free because I was wanting to do a portrait. Because I figured if I can draw it on paper, it shouldn't be hard to do it, on skin. But it's a little bit different.
Is it?
A little bit different.
That's crazy, man. Yeah. I've seen you come up a long way with it. So
yeah, I've been doing it for going on 19 years.
Yeah, he started in 2000.
Man,
nah, what did you say, 2004? 2003?
2000? Yeah.
Yeah, that 18 years.
Man, it don't even seem like it, though. I promise it don't.
That's wild.
Sometimes it feel like I just picked it up.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Me knowing you, man, and our connection come from a mutual friend.
Uh-huh.
I want to ask, I know where you grew up, but they don't know where you grew up.
Whiteville, Tennessee.
What that was like?
Man, back in the day, it was something to do. Everybody used to meet up like in the projects, shoot ball, walk around, hang out,
Yeah.
And, Whiteville ain't got much, got prisons. That created a lot of jobs.
Yeah, biggest commodity
people,
right there.
He said prisons.
Hey, got two of them.
Yeah.
And You know, they came out with the hotel. They made it a little bit more jobs. They got a shopping center. Really, to me, they got it too far from the road. But if they would have had it more close to the road, like where the Exxon at, it would have brought more people, you know, off the highway.
Yeah.
And made more money in Whitewood. But back then, though, man, it was cool. But now, it almost looks like a ghost town. Now. It's probably, I put like that. Back in 2003, 2004, maybe, man, it's probably about 7,000 people living in White. But now it's, I'm gonna take a guess, probably like maybe 15.
Oh man,
because
that's
a lot
crazy.
of
double.
No, not
You talking
15.
15. Oh.
It dropped.
Oh, man.
Yeah, like 1,500, it dropped.
I thought you meant
Yeah,
thousand. I'm like, man,
no,
that's double.
Oh, I don't know, man. A lot of people died. A
Yeah,
lot of people moved.
off.
You know.
So, with that, what's the like your branding is? Just a kid from Whiteville.
Well, just a kid from Whitewood.
That's your hashtag.
Yeah, I came with that because I would have never thought me being famous for these tattoos.
Yeah.
And I just come from a real
Little
small town
rural area.
that you don't even see the name hardly on the map.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just a blessing to be able to share the work with people all over the world. That's why I came up with that hashtag.
Gotcha.
You know, because when you tell people you from Whiteville, like, what's Whiteville?
Yeah.
Is that somewhere close to Bob or something? Because they always say Bob. Because, you know, Bob got basketball players, you know, that went to Memphis State that became famous and all that.
Bolivar known for the crazy house.
Yeah. Russell State, yeah. Russell State, yeah.
That's wild, man. So in that, man, when you fall in love with just art in general?
I've been drawing ever since I was 3. And my mom and dad still has the drawings that I did when I was 3. I was a big fan of drawing He-Man, Batman, Superman.
He-Man.
All that. Any type of cartoon character, I just stayed drawing them all the time. And they kept a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
But I really got into drawing when I was about 10.
Okay.
My sister was going to college at Austin Peay. And every summer, she always made me draw a portrait. Because all I was doing back then was mostly cartoon drawings. So I went into the realism and all that. So she was studying art up there and painting.
Oh, so your sister?
Yeah, she's
an
an artist too. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Run deep.
yeah, so she would make me draw a portrait every day.
Yeah.
Every day. So that's when I got into drawing portraits a lot. And then when I did it for probably like 2 years, you know.
Yeah.
Then like when I was in not elementary, but elementary, the 8th grade, I started drawing portraits for people to make money. You know.
Hustling,
yeah. Started early. Yeah, I would draw guys' girlfriends for like Valentine's, Christmas, or something.
Oh yeah, you racked up.
I was charging like probably about $10. But if I do 5 or 10 that week, you know, that's $100 just for 11, 10-year-old, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Doing something you love.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, you know, I seen you post, you know, a few times that your favorite thing to do is a portrait. So, like, a portrait, what's your preparation for that? Is it something like you draw out the night before? Or, you know, do you have a picture in advance to practice on?
For us, like, just drawing, or just
no,
like
just
for
the
the
portrait.
tattoo?
Just say I want a picture of my kids. Would I have to give you the picture ahead of time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to have a picture, and the picture got to be crystal clear.
Okay.
Where, you know,
you can see
I
the
can
detail.
see everything, like the wrinkles, bumps, everything. And if I draw, you better tell me you don't want the bumps. Because I will draw every little thing I see in that picture. But portraits, ever since it just been my thing.
Yeah, I know you do a lot of them. You like to do that.
Man,
so.
I could draw a portrait every day.
Yeah, I seen you do a lot of it.
I love them because it's not the same thing all the time. You know,
Yeah.
especially like with
Facial features.
facial features, the shadowing,
yeah.
the contrast, all that. It's everyone is different.
I seen the tag you did and had the waves, the 360 waves, and
Was it on a back?
I think it was on the arm.
Cause man, I done did. Let's see. Portrait with waves. I probably done did probably about 13.
It's hard.
But
I
the
mean,
best-
you can see the detail.
I'm gonna tell you the best one I did. That one of my personal favorites when it comes to the waves.
Yeah.
On a portrait on a tattoo was the one I did on Shay Singleton. The one of her brother on her back.
Oh yeah.
And it's surrounded in filigree.
Yeah.
That one, I mean, the way he posing
Yeah.
and the way that glare in the eye was hitting his eye when he took that picture, it was like, that's like, looks real.
It was a perfect moment to
Yes.
capture.
I think that was my homeboy. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with.
Yeah.
If I ain't mistaken.
Yeah, I think it's kind of,
Drake.
I think so. Yeah.
R.I.P. Drake. Man, that was my guy, man. We all grew up together. But so that's your favorite thing to do is just the portraits.
Yeah.
What's
But
your
I mean,
favorite piece of all time though?
Favorite piece of all time. Man. Maybe more than one.
Nah, you got to give us one.
Just
We got to
one.
have that number one spot.
Oh man.
Just hold on to that
Yeah,
one I know
please.
for a while. That
Uh,
one, we talked about that one for a minute. So I'm going to hold it until I get your answer. Then I say what I think it is.
That
Then I'm
one.
going to tell you what my favorite one is. 'Cause
That
I got a
one.
favorite.
Yeah, man, that's a hard one me to ask.
All right. We'll make it light
tell
on
you
top
what.
five.
Okay.
No, let's go top three.
Yeah,
Okay,
three.
top three. I'm gonna say
No particular order.
LeBron James when I did one where he had the sweat coming down his face.
Okay.
That was dope.
I think that comes from the 2010 season.
Okay.
Second one, I'm thinking probably would be the. Man.
Got him on the
Probably,
spot.
probably the. I like that dog portrait I did, the one called Spanky with the dog biscuit at the bottom.
I think I seen that.
That was
I
pretty
remember that
dope
one. I think I
too.
seen that It's real, like, wet looking.
Is it?
dope, yeah.
The third one.
Got him on the spot.
Man, I did a lot of them.
I know you did a lot.
I just say this one. I like the ghost I did.
Ghost. All right, that's one of my
Yeah,
questions.
that was dope.
What's the backstory behind that ghost tattoo?
Man, the client had just finished watching the show, and he took a picture and he asked me, could I do that piece? I said, yeah, but we're gonna have to get a better picture for me to do it. So I told him, give me a couple of days.
Yeah.
So I happened to be on social media. I think it was Instagram, and somebody, I think it came from Star's Instagram,
Yeah.
and he posted that picture, and I was like, that's the one I need if I'm gonna do this tattoo.
Okay.
So I let him know about it, and he flew in the next following week, and we did it.
You know, you the reason that I actually started watching Power. You posted a picture of the DVDs.
Oh yeah.
I think season 1.
Yeah,
And I seen
yeah,
you post it.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, what is this? And
It's hot.
ever since then, I've been hooked.
Hey, it's hot.
I've been hooked. Ever
It's
since
hot.
then,
We
I
waiting
never
on that.
heard of it until I seen that picture.
Hey, just don't miss the last one tomorrow.
I
You
know.
seen the spoiler? You talk like you seen the spoiler.
No.
You ain't seen the spoiler. Just check.
I ain't, nah. But I'm gonna watch it on the stick tomorrow before it comes out at night.
Yeah, I was gonna go with the one we talked about. It was a while ago. It was used prior to the was it 3 stages of Bruce Banner?
The Incredible
Oh
Hulk.
yeah,
That's what I was waiting.
I did that on what's his name?
It was a leg, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a league. I freehand that. I did that the first week opening the shop up. That's when I did that.
Yeah, when I seen that, I was like, yeah, he good.
Yeah, man, that was. Yeah, I think it was 5. I think it was 5 stages. Or was it
That was the 5. I can't remember.
My
It
favorite.
was either 4. It was either 4 or 3 stage. But
Hey,
It was killer.
it was
Yeah,
nice.
it was. Ripping through the skin.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
dope.
that is one.
My favorite one that you did that I've seen is the Popeye, where Popeye punching, but you know the hand he punching is actually the guy's
Yeah,
hand.
yeah.
See, I like that.
He did that one? Oh,
Yeah.
I ain't think he did
I
one.
He
did.
did one with Jesus on the cross too, with he
Mhm.
used dude's hand.
I did a Radiant too
Oh, that's crazy.
from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
That guy I did the Popeye on. He's a regular. He's from Barber.
Okay.
I did that, and then that same. I think it was the same night. I did the Radiant on that partner, and his partner wasn't gonna get nothing until he saw how it looked. He like, you know what? I want Radiant.
Yeah.
So I did the Radiant on his arm.
That's
So I knocked both of them out the same night. Yeah.
How long it take?
They didn't take that long. I think I want to say the Popeye took 3 hours, and the Radiant it took about 2.5, something like that.
Ain't too bad, man. I hear you mention about this being a studio owner. You know, when you got your studio,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? What's some trial and tribulation you experienced being a studio owner? Self-made.
Well, the thing is it's not hard getting it. It just you gotta stay focused at it, you know. But owning it, it's not bad, you know. I want another one, which I'm in Franklin looking for another one now, you know. But it's
So
hard.
You gonna leave Browns?
Let's not speak that into existence.
Well, I'm trying not to,
Yeah.
but I'm engaged and all that, so you know,
It's gonna be kind of hard.
it's gonna be kind of hard. But I got a surprise for a lot of people. And I guess I go and announce it now, but I'm gonna start teaching this girl. She takes the test next Thursday. I think that's 14th, right?
Yeah, my daughter's birthday.
Okay. She passed the test. She will be my first apprentice. So I'm gonna work with her for about a year or two, and then
Let her do.
if you know if everything works out, you know, I'll let her run that one sometime while I work at the one in wherever I get it at Nashville or Franklin. But it's like the in Franklin and Nashville, the quicker they put them buildings up, man, people get them
Snatch
just
them
like
up.
that.
That's crazy.
I mean, quick, and the rent, you know, is pricey.
Yeah, it's a big difference from here.
Yeah, because like if you on the outskirts of town, a shop or a business, any type of business, your starting rent is gonna be $1,600. That's off top. And if you get into town, it's anywhere from $2,200 to $2,600 a month.
Ugh.
But
That's
you
weird.
know, Nashville, you know,
Yeah.
Franklin, you know, kids at McDonald's and up there they start off $13, and the Chick-fil-A up there they start off $15.
Yeah.
So you know,
That's crazy.
you know it all to me it all balance out. Like you know, like to like living here, you might pay for a 2-3 bedroom house with $750 a month, something like that, maybe.
You ever take 6, 7?
Yeah, that same house in Memphis, you're gonna pay at least $1,000.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Easy.
And like when she was showing me around in Franklin, the big houses, say like the houses like out here like going to a Ripley.
Yeah.
When you like
That
first leaving from here,
On the left.
yeah, them houses like that in Franklin, man, we talking 350, 400,000. That same size. Easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's expensive.
Yeah, I know it.
But
is.
you'll get the job, and it all balances out about the same.
Yeah, it's just them numbers.
Them
is-
numbers.
Yeah, when you first hear those numbers, it like no, I can't go there. But no, it's
That's what's up, man. With those sessions, man, in your studio, I want to know, man, what was your worst piece that you just? Because I know you had a lot of them. Because I see you post pictures all the time.
Okay.
That worst session.
I'm gonna try to say it without saying any names. Okay, I had this guy. I don't know if I probably told you this before. But I had this guy call me the day before and was telling me he wanted a tattoo.
Okay.
The next day. So I was like, okay, what do you want? He was like, I want a picture of my boyfriend's penis. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You get a call like that, and they not tell you their name or nothing. You thinking like, oh, this somebody playing on my phone.
Yeah, joking.
So the next day I had an appointment at, I think it was 9:00.
Okay.
So I got done around, I think it was around 11.
I'm laughing because I seen the picture.
Because I told the dude, you know what I'm saying? I told the dude 12 o'clock. But at the same time, like I said, I thought he was just playing with me. So I'm sweeping the floor, mopping and everything.
Yeah.
Before, and I hear a beating on my door. So I go and lock it. Guy comes in, trench jacket, jeans. And he was like, hey, you're Mario? I said, yeah. He like, I talked to you yesterday. I was like, talk to me. I said, I got a few calls yesterday, but he like, here. He reached in his jacket.
He had a picture of it.
Yeah, and I look, I just looked at him, and he's smiling, and I'm looking at the pill like, he wasn't lying.
He see it.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, well, let me crop this dude out and just the picture of the penis. And I asked him where he wanted it. He points down to his. I was like, no, I'm not tattooing on it. He said, no, I want it on the inside of my thigh. I said, okay, cool, no problem. So, hey, I discussed on all that, told him to come back there, and we laying down. I was tattooing him, and he was making these noises like a woman moaning.
Yeah.
And I had my earphones in, so I was like, let me jack these earphones up a little bit more because I don't hear all that.
I'm glad you jacking them earphones up and not
So
him.
you know what I'm saying? I leaned on them, right? Because when you're doing a tattoo in the inner thigh, you got to turn certain ways to be comfortable.
Yeah.
So I'm like facing him inside his thigh. So I'm tattooing him, and I got my music. I'm jamming, I'm in the groove doing this, I like, well, it's just one time, no big deal. So I'm doing it, and I felt something rubbing against my damn top of my finger.
Oh, Lord.
And like, what is that hitting my? And he had an erection, and he had his thumb in his mouth. He was moaning harder, and this dude got hard while I'm doing the tattoo. I just put the gun and I walked off in the front. See what I'm saying? I know this is did not happen. So I mean, he tipped me good and everything. If you want to hear another one, I was tattooing this girl from down here.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say her name, and I was doing her ass cheek tattoo.
Okay.
Got two guys' names, one on each cheek. Hey, But I was doing the cheek, and she was on the phone.
Yeah.
And I leaned over. She farted, and I had a paper towel and crack. The paper towel almost hit me in my face.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What she say? Was she
My
embarrassed?
fault. That's all she said. My fault.
That's crazy.
So is there any tattoo that you just refuse to do?
Face tattoos and gang tattoos.
Face and game.
Because, you know, I know people go through a lot in their life where they, you know,
I don't get the face tattoos.
you know, they have this thing like they don't care nothing, you know. But, you know, a person can change at any moment.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't do those because, you know, who say you mad at the world, you get a tattoo on your face today, but then like 2 or 3 days later or a week, you be like, you know what, I want a better life for my kids or something. And you got this tattoo on your face, can't get no job nowhere.
Yeah, corporate America.
You know,
don't,
that they strict.
frown upon that.
They just now really letting people have tattoos here
Yeah.
can get a job. But it just depends on what it is. You know, if you got 5 stars and pitchforks and stuff on your arm,
Oh, yeah.
they're not
Nah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
they're not gonna hire you.
Yeah, I don't think I ever seen you do like a gang tag.
No, I won't do that or either, you know, like the what you call a child molestation tattoo. You know, like
Oh
when
yeah,
I posted.
yeah. I
That one
remember.
guy got, you know, I don't want to do those.
Man,
That was
somebody
sick.
asked you to do that, or you
No.
just saw a picture?
It just, I just saw a
okay,
picture,
okay,
and I
okay.
posted it.
Yeah,
I won't do nothing like that.
that's crazy. So with the tats, what's the story behind you? Don't really care too much about doing cover-ups sometimes. I know I seen you sometimes post different stories about the cover-ups.
Well, with them cover-ups,
$20 man.
Yeah.
with them cover-ups, it's like I try to explain to people, you know, that if a tattoo too dark,
Yeah.
it's not gonna cover, you know. And some people, they think because, like, say if they got a name this big, they think if they find a tattoo that's this big, they think it covered. Not necessarily. Cause say like, I had a guy that had a girl name, and he wanted the portrait to go over the name.
Yeah.
But this what was stupid. I told him I could do it, but I can make that name be inside the hair. He didn't want to do that. He wanted like where the eyes and stuff to go over there. I said, dude, this is like open skin on the drawing. So if you do that, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people don't understand that. And plus, when I do a cover, I do the ones that's light or not too dark, because you gotta remember, this is my name
Yeah.
going on it. So if it don't work, whose fault is it? My fault.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I, you know, like I said, if I do them, it used to be the light ones or the ones that not too dark, and then it depends on what they want. But a lot of times, people will be like, they'll send me a picture of the tattoo they want covered up, and a lot of them don't have an idea, and they'll just leave it to me. Like, what would you put over this?
Free hands.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah.
And you know, the freehand, you know, it's one of my main things I do.
Yeah.
Mostly 98% of my tattoos is freehand. But like I have did some covers where they this small, but I had to do something that this big, you know, to cover it. Not saying it all has to be like that. It's
to
just
blend it.
just to blend it where when
Yeah.
people look at that piece,
They don't see it.
they don't see it, and they eye be on
The other part.
the other part of
New
the tattoo.
piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's basically the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you got these guys that do them, say, like, out of the house, they always throw a rose on top. And they always try to go the same color, either red or either purple. Which is, I call it a cop-out way to, you know, get around it. But
Yeah.
in the long run, you know, 3-4 months from now, it's going to bleed back through again. And then when it bleed back through, when the person asks, who did that tattoo? They're going to say, the person who, you know.
The last one who touched
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So is there anything that you weren't happy with after you got done? That you like, I could have done that better.
Well, I say it like this. I mean, I like everything I do,
Yeah.
but you know, like when I'm at home, I always.
But you're an artist, so most artists are perfectionists.
Yeah, I'm real perfectionist.
Yeah.
Anybody can tell you that. I can tell them I'm done, and then I when I get ready to put the wrapper on them, I be like, wait a minute, I see something. Let me just hit this. Give me about 5-10 more minutes. I'm real particular, you know, how to do it. But far as say, man, I have a tattoo I didn't thought about that do better. Well, basically all of them, because when I'm sitting at home, I look at that picture
Yeah.
and I just be like,
You envision something else.
yeah, I envisioned something else, and I like, I could have, you know, I should have added just a little bit more to this part. But I mean, it looks perfect. It just,
Yeah.
and it, like you said, when you're an artist, it can look perfect to you.
To you.
You know, and then like, about 5-10 minutes later, it could be like, damn, I should have just
Yeah.
brought that shade just a little bit out, a little further.
Gotcha.
You know, but that's just something normal with an artist. Even like rappers and singers.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
a singer, they hit the song right, but then they be like, I think I should have went a little high note, make that note go out a little bit longer.
We deal with that.
But to us,
Yeah.
it's like amazing.
Perfect.
You know,
Yeah.
but you know, it's just normal.
Yeah, like when we're on the edit floor with these interviews,
Mhm.
I do the same thing. So
Yeah.
I feel you, man. I want to switch gears a little bit, man. I used to see you do the penny stock. You still do it?
Yeah.
How that coming, man? Is it profitable?
Right now,
Oh yeah, he used to post
It's,
that one on the iPad all the time. But now-
it's pretty good right now. The one everybody's jumping on now is that Nike one.
Oh yeah.
Because that-
yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, it's a good investment. I haven't had time to jump in it because I'm mostly more into Groupon. Is what I'm more invested in anything. But that Nike, when that Kaepernick stuff happened,
Yeah.
it dropped down 3%.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, that's Nike is smart because you got people that couldn't afford Nike shoes, right? And a lot of stores that had shoes at like $75, $100.
Yeah.
Some of these stores were dropping them down to $50. So like, but the people that couldn't afford them when they was $100,
Yeah.
they was like, well, damn, if they got them $50, I take $100, I get 2 pair.
Yeah.
So
Jump
what
on
that
it.
did, that made Nike go up, I think, 30%
It was like
Yeah.
30.
more.
Yeah.
I
You
saw
know,
it.
It's like
I saw it this morning, I think.
So like I think the other day, if I'm not mistaken, the to buy one share I think it was $76.
Mm.
So now it's probably jumped up probably almost $100 a share. So like if you think about it, if you bought 10 shares and it from 76 and it hit up to 100, you made a nice little profit just off 10 shares.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk about, you know, those penny stocks, like what I do, I study them. If it's one I'm interested, like the Groupon, I studied that one for about a week. And when I say study, I mean like read up on it, like on Google and like on CNN and stuff,
yeah.
and see how long does it stay at this number, and when does it usually drop. Like when I bought them at $2.25, and I bought, I think it was 250 shares of them. So then, like 3 days later, it shot up to $3.15, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna pull out. I'm gonna leave it in there. So I kept it in there to like it hit $4.95. That was within 2 weeks. So
Hell of a return.
I pulled out the profits, but I kept what I had in it.
Gotcha.
And I think like about 3 days later, it dropped back down 70 cents. So I kept it in there,
Yeah.
and then I waited.
Waited.
I waited probably about 3-4 days, and 70 cent went back on there. It shot back up. and then 10 minutes later it went up 30 more cents. You know, it's tricky. It's something like
miss. Gotta be patient.
Yeah, you gotta be patient. You gotta constantly watch it. And usually I would buy like that Wednesday, and I try to sell that Friday if I was gonna get rid of it.
So you do this all on your own, or you got a broker?
No, I do it all on my own.
Oh, okay.
I did before I actually started buying them. I studied that stuff probably like almost a whole year.
Yeah.
For as deciding to if I'm gonna put my money in this, But I tell you, one stock, me and a partner of mine from Jackson, we was making a killing off of DCTH. It was a medical pharmacy stock in Milwaukee. Man, we would buy $1,000 worth, 10 cents, in maybe like 3 or 4 minutes, it shot up 1 cent. So you think about it, that is nice profit. And people caught on to them. You had guys spending $10,000 on that stock. And before the end of the day, they done doubled their money.
Wow.
So it made that company go bankrupt because they had to pay out all these people. So every quarter, they was trying to stay in, borrowing money from the state and the government. And when they put that money in, they had to put that money back out to the people that won. So it was sponsored by Robinhood. So Robinhood dropped them. So then I think the only way you can buy DCTH now is through Stock Trade and Fidelity. And a partner of mine would tell me that they was on there. So I looked, and it was at 15 cents. Okay. He was like, "Man, you think about buy into this?" I was like, I'm good on DCTH now. Nah, this was gonna kill you. He told me that, right? 2 weeks later, DCA went from 15 cents to $4.59.
Woo! You was sick, weren't you?
Yes. I was real sick because he was trying to tell me, he said, "Man, let's spend another grand in it." Dude, I think about that every day.
You would have hit it.
I think about that every day.
Did you get into the cryptocurrency?
Man, I got into that. It's a bunch of shit.
I told you.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I called you.
I'm gonna tell you why. What was the one called lithium? I think that was like the silver.
Okay.
That was $25 a coin. So I just wanted to test it. I bought 4 of them.
Okay.
It was $100. So it was going up. You know what I'm saying?
Testing with 400.
Yeah, I was just
400. He tested.
I'm just testing.
We ain't able.
You know what I'm saying? I was just testing.
Yeah.
So I saw that it shot up to what was it? 80 some dollars a coin. So I just told my partner, I said, since I'm just testing it out, I said, I'm finna go cash out. Okay, so when I was doing the Coinbase, which is the app, it's stationed in Japan. So Japan got their profit out of that money. It was what was it? 800. It was $800 some dollars that I supposed to got back. So China got their money. It was I think a little over $100. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. I get back $700. So check this out. That money got to come through the United States. Uncle Sam got his part, which was $220 something. So now I'm like, I ain't gonna make but $100 profit.
Yeah, you damn near broke even.
Okay, now check this out. So transferring the money, they charge you for transferring the money. That was another $75. So then I had to do paperwork on it. That was another $50. So when I got my money, I actually lost, I think it was $40 out of that $400 I put in it. So it's a bunch of shit. It's not worth it. Because if you think about it too, after that happened, me and my partner wanted to go a little deeper into it. And dude, it always say somebody won, but they never said nobody's name who won cryptocurrency. It was just a hot thing for the moment.
Yeah.
You know, because like the main one, the gold coins.
Which one was that? Bitcoin?
Yeah, the Bitcoins.
Yeah.
You know, they started that Bitcoin stuff actually, I think like 10, 12 years ago when it was just cents on the dollar.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, around that time for Thanksgiving, it was like $10,000. Then after Thanksgiving, the Black Friday sale, it shot all the way up to $21,000 coin. But after that holiday, you know, that first week of December, it started dropping.
Yep.
It was drastic
You know,
drops.
yeah.
Drastic.
It had too much media attention, I think.
And it was just like anything. You know, it's hot for a second,
Hot right now.
and then it fades out. But I wouldn't put my money in that Bitcoin. I would.
Trust me.
You had people was
Selling out.
selling their house, taking all their 401k out,
Yep.
trying to double it.
Oh,
Which some did, but
Yeah.
when the Chinese get their part, which is little nothing, but when that money had to come through the U.S., they gonna tax you hard. I mean, they tax you harder.
Hey, Dick, you hear that, don't you?
They tax you harder than you going to casino win.
Yeah.
ugh.
You know, but and here's
That's
the
crazy.
thing too.
Everybody got to get their pinch out for it.
Check this out. When I got back I think it was 300 and out of that money, I actually got back $390 some, right? Uncle Sam comes back again, come tax time. So out of that, I had to pay another, I think, $80 bucks.
He tax you twice?
Yeah. Think about it. China tax you, then U.S. tax you because the money got to come through there to you. So then
Got to
Oh,
file.
You gotta
okay,
file.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
it's just like you win a casino, a large amount of money, they take a little bit out, they part. But then when tax time come around, you got to pay them again.
Yeah.
You know.
Ooh, that's a mean one, man.
Yeah.
Now take us back on the tattoos, man. I know you have a lot of females that you tat. Ain't nobody done jumped off the boat on you. They don't throw their sales at you because they already on the table about naked. Like I can't pay. What can I do? You know what I'm saying? Have you ever had any of those cases?
I had a few, but I keep it professional.
Can't be mad at you for that, man.
Just
Yeah,
I don't hear it. You know.
Hey, because you're pretty successful, man. They got this Me Too movement going on out here.
Yeah, man. You don't want no parts of it.
Remember back in the day, Mario did this?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, like with Bill Cosby and all
Oh,
these.
yeah.
That's crazy how all that comes.
Man, we had
That's
that
it.
discussion
That's
all
like
the time.
20 years ago. Now it's coming
Yeah, now
back.
it's coming back.
Man, they even get you for a tweet. You can tweet.
Yeah.
20 years
Oh, yeah.
ago.
That's
They're
Bring
going
it right
back.
back up.
which is stupid to me, because in that time a person can change.
Yeah.
4 or 5 times over.
Exactly. You know, that's it. It's just
Yeah,
it's
man.
just stupid, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. I see you got the book, man. Did you put it out there for sale or was it just something you had at your
Well,
shop?
you can buy this book on createspace.com and / the art of Mario Hill. And the book, I think I got it for $34.99, which a lot of tattoo artists, when they put out their books, they normally charge $99.95 for their book. Yep. You got some of them that charge $200 for their books, and it don't have near as many pages as what I got.
You got a big book.
I think I got. I won't say 208. 208 pages.
One piece per page, or is it multiple?
Some got multiple. Some got why I did this piece and why the client wanted this piece. Kind of a little in depth.
Like a backstory.
Yeah.
Okay.
on some of the tattoos.
Gotcha.
That's
Yeah.
dope. I mean,
And it's got my work too, like my color drawings, my black and gray drawings, pencil drawings. It's got a lot of my best, the ones I like.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I was like, I don't know what my top 3 is because
The cover of your book, I mean, we're turning it so
yeah,
they can kind of get it on camera, hopefully, you know. But I got a question about this piece right here. What inspired that?
man. Well, every company and every shop has a logo. So one night, I said, you know what? I was drawing these logos, and I was like, you know what? I want to do one where I could wear it as a chain, as a medallion. So I drew on it. I probably drew on it about 3 days, and I came up with that piece, and I contacted Tracks NYC. You probably heard of it, in Manhattan, New York. And I talked to my guy Lou. I'm talking about another piece right now. But I contacted him and emailed him pictures, and I had the measurements all written out on it. And he was like, "Yeah, we can do that." I was like, "How long you think it probably take?" He said like probably about 2 months. To get it, a rough draft of it. And I got the piece did. The piece ended up costing, was it $8,000?
How come you don't have it on? Do you ever wear it?
Man, you know what?
So that's
you know
blow
what?
money right there.
You know what?
That's blue
Really?
bit money.
I probably wore that piece.
I think I've seen you wear that piece a few times.
I done had that piece with.
You had a couple years.
I think I had about 3 or 4 years. I think, and I probably ain't wore it, but maybe 6 times. Cause now, I guess when you get older,
Yeah.
I'm 38.
All that flashy stuff.
Yeah, so it's kind of like I'm not mad that I spent that much money on it,
Yeah.
but it's still like a piece that means something to me, that this is my logo, and I cherish it. So even though I don't wear, I keep it in a special case. But I'm not into all the long jewelry no more.
Yeah.
It's just mostly something like this.
Something simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Because you don't want people looking at you like, he overdoing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got anything else, bro?
Yeah. Have you been on any TV shows?
No, but I've had Ink Master call me. And
Wow.
I posted that video on Facebook
I think I seen.
Why
3
not?
years ago.
Why not do it?
It's fake.
Is it?
Because
So it's all
when they left me the voicemail, I wish I still had it. I would play it.
Yeah.
But when they called me, I called them back. And the woman was like, "We want you on our show season 4." I was like, "Cool, okay." She's like, "Now, here's some rules. We want you to be the one to star with everybody. Be the asshole. Pick fights."
Oh,
And they wanted me to not get past episode 4. They told me I gotta mess up, but be able to fix it when the show go off. And they was gonna give me $20,000. But I told her I'd rather have 1,000 clients than $20,000. I don't want to mess up my name. It ain't worth it,
True.
But it'll be good for the ratings. It's good on your
yeah,
end,
on your end.
but on my end,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have people mad at me and want to kill my ass because, I can't stand you, Because, like, season 5, they had a girl on there.
Okay.
And I, kind of know of this girl a little bit. And I know she don't act nothing like she did on that show. She just stayed bitching with everybody. And I would read some of the comments on Facebook, on their page. People are talking about, man, if they see her, they want to shoot her and stuff like that. And not knowing all these reality shows is fake.
Yeah, just for a little shine.
Yeah, it ain't worth it.
Yeah,
Cause,
you just an actor, but
Yeah.
people don't see it as that.
yeah, because you can actually lose clients.
Yeah.
Because of something they want you to portray. If I'm gonna portray somebody else, let me do it in a movie where everybody know, you know,
It's fake.
it's
part of the
fake.
script.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, them not your words.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
What about has any of your work ever been featured in a magazine?
Yeah. It's been featured in this magazine in Atlanta called Inked Up.
I think I seen you post a picture of that.
I was featured in that, and there's another magazine out in North Carolina. They featured me in a magazine. It was a 3-page spread.
All right.
And I've got a few shout outs from famous artists like Kat. She sent me a shout out on Twitter. I posted that picture on Facebook, Kat Von D. And other than that, that's about it, man.
So you got any famous clients? I heard you say earlier that the guy flew in to get a tattoo. So you,
Well, I mean,
has anybody ever flown you out to do a tattoo?
I've had one guy from the Titans wanted me to one time, but I was so booked up,
Yeah.
you know. But that guy, that the clients that fly in, they just regular people.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Like, I had a girl flew in from, what was it, Washington,
Okay.
and she got a Yo Gotti portrait, you know.
Yeah, I seen that.
I had a guy fly in from Portland to get Calvin Candy, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay.
I had a
Seen.
girl from Pennsylvania fly in to get Catwoman,
Yeah, I saw
On the,
that. That was dope too.
you know.
Yeah.
Man, people out of state, they don't mind spending money. Because I've asked everyone I did out there, I would ask, like, if you use, you know, where you was at, how much that would have charged. And, like, the girl I did the Catwoman on, I did that for $1,400.
Yeah.
She told me up there she would have paid $4,000 easy.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that when I tell people I'm charging you $100 an hour, you better jump on it. Because you go out of state or any, you know,
Oh, yeah, they
you
busting
you
your head.
you finna come out.
Yeah,
You
I
probably had
know.
to dig in your 401k. Because you got artists in California charging $1,000 an hour.
Mm.
And I'm talking easy.
That's crazy right there.
Even some of the downtown shops charging like $500-$800 an hour. And you might get something this big and you finna pay that much.
Yeah.
Your price is reasonable. You did all mine except 2.
Mm-hmm.
Did that one on me.
Yeah, so
Yep.
I know a lot of people ask, man, like, man, who did your test? Like Mario. Oh, okay, yeah. Like, man, yeah, he dope.
I want to add something else to that. I don't know what though.
Oh, we
I know you can come on. I
That
know
don't be
you
no
come on.
problem.
Yeah, we already talked about what I was gonna
Yeah.
do. Yeah. So I'm gonna be in there very soon, and when I do get the tag, we're gonna record it. We're gonna put it out. Just, you know what I'm saying, that video. We're also gonna put a bunch of his artwork inside of this video.
Oh yeah.
So you'll see the clips of
Yeah,
his
so
work.
basically, every you know piece we talk about
Mhm.
probably gonna be in the
Yeah.
video. So.
You'll see a lot of his work. So you know, you got anything else?
I'm
bro?
good, man. That was
Alright.
good. That was
Hey.
a good one.
Hey, yeah, man.
You started out a little nervous though.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, you know what we're gonna go with.
Well, you know, the help of this right here is what do it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. What's your socials, man?
Yeah, how can people get in contact with you?
Well, people can email me at healmario.com. That's kind of a quick way to get to me. Or Facebook Messenger. Just Mario Hill. Or they can go on my Facebook page, Exclusive Ink Tattoo Studio. Choose the one in Brownsville, because it's the one in Texas. So get the one in Brownsville.
Okay.
Or you can follow my Instagram. It's Mario Allen Hill. All together. Yeah.
All one word.
Yeah, all one word, yeah.
All right. And Mario, I want to say, man, we appreciate you dropping by to the Mud Brothers studio.
Oh, yeah,
Pocket
anytime,
Leg
man.
ENT.
Believe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we appreciate it, man. It was hell to get you in here because you're a busy man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Hey, actually, you know, behind the scenes, when he asked me, when we first started getting ready to do this, he asked me who I want the first guest to be. I was like, let's do Mario. Real talk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
he did say that. He
Yeah,
did say that. He did say
man,
that.
man, I stay so busy,
I
man.
know. He was like, I don't know,
Yeah,
man. It's
it's
gonna
tough.
be hard.
Yeah.
And I was what was it? It was Sunday for last Sunday.
Something like that.
I was at the shop. I was redecorating my bathroom, and I just got back from Franklin. And he saw me. He pulled up.
He told me. He pulled up on
He
me.
said, "I'm making sure you coming." I was like, "Yeah, I got to work the whole weekend here because I got to work tomorrow at the shop."
Okay.
I normally don't work on Sunday.
When it comes about this podcast, I pull up. So anybody that's out there that I said about anything about an interview on, I'm pulling up on you if you try to dodge me. Man. Believe I will pull up.
Hey, this ain't no game. Right here.
I don't play man.
Hey, this your boy, Mr. Tiny Man, though, and King Chevy. And we out. Another podcast in the book.
Believe.
Silence so loud you go down. Bombs are going off inside your chest. It feels
shooter, please don't make me sub a man. 200 solid, we gon' split it to a band. Mud brothers, that's my fucking mud brothers. If I'm with them, then you know they mud brothers. Swear to God, boy, I love my mud brothers. Did it all, I was with my mud brothers. Mud brothers, they're my fucking mud